Hello YouTube, Gamer_23 here, and welcome back to episode number 70 of Non-League The Legend, the French edition, also known as Better Than PSG. Today, here at Paris 13 Atletico, we actually have two monster games in the league. We play Monaco with a chance to go 2 points behind them and get back to within 6 points of PSG as they've already played. And then, of course, Marseille as well. If you haven't been enjoying the content over the festive period and the grind of us double uploading every single day to try and get the YouTube to catch up to the stream, give it a like, do subscribe, and also let me know in the comment section below if there's anything you'd like to see me change about me releasing the content. Since we last met, which was, of course, the games against Arsenal and Atletico Madrid, had a little bit of a winning upturn. We beat Lyon 2-1 in a game that was fairly easy in the 4-2-3-1. Played AJ Aurier, where we won 3-1 as well. And then against Fenerbahce in the league phase, we went back to the 4-3-3, went back to what we have built. Apart from Borriani starting, the rest of the team is quite straightforward. And here are your goals in the game here. Borriani getting a couple and Dosu getting a couple. Don't worry, Collie has actually been scoring. I only gave Borriani the game because it was Fenerbahce and he was out of form. So just want to, I want to feed the number 23 some minutes to try and get him developing. Doesn't look like he is. Play development's a bit weird. We know that this year in FM. But look, if he continues to score goals, that's fine. Rovella, by the way, has been our best player that we have signed. He's been banging goals in for fun, and, well, he's banged one in there. But, yeah, we went 4-3-3 against Fenerbahce to see what we can do, but you would have noticed in the last two league games we went 4-2-3-1, and I'm actually going to say that we've had pretty good time against Monaco in the 4-2-3-1. The man on the ball there, Welbelow, has not been getting any good match ratings. He had a very good season for us last year in the 10. You can see where I'm going with this. I'm looking to play 4-2-3-1 here today. Against Monaco. In these two games, against Monaco and Marseille, I think the goal would be 4 points. Draw against one, beat the other. We are away to Marseille, so you'd think that we have to win the Monaco game. So with that being said, we are going to go for it against Monaco and go 4-2-3-1. Lastly, in terms of dynamics, club atmosphere is back. You would have noticed last episode I did a team talk, everything went wrong. Club atmosphere was down. Managerial support still technically on the way down. We've kind of recovered it. Dosu came to me with 9 other players, said you need to do something about it. I said, look, I'll try to do something about it. We're currently, as you can see with the promise there, where my mouse is above my face, that we have kind of rectified that as well. In terms of the league table, though, game in hand, win this one here, we would be 7 points clear of Montpellier, which would be great. And, would be in a very good position as well. I will say they are more vulnerable facing the 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. I'm actually just going to go into the 4-2-3-1 and see what we can do. We match up well. The only thing I will say is in this run, when we played 4-2-3-1, we played Lyon, which we won, and we actually played the predicted lineup, which is Tossin and Isaias right and left back. Don't like it when forward played Canner in the middle of the park. Look, it looked okay. It did work. We did dominate. And important to note, we do dominate in the 4-2-3-1. As you can see here, we did play it again. That back four stayed the same. I just don't think that it's our best system because we concede too much in it and we don't ever outperform the XG. We always perform on the XG or just under. In the end, here we are, and your team is as followed. I will say Schindler's not been in great form. I'm very partial to him, but he's already conceded 19 this year. As a coach report, he's a decent player, consistent performer usually. I will say, I think the two areas, left back, I've already got a couple of left backs I have in mind that I want, right? And the other position is goalkeeper. And I think if we find a younger, wonder-kiddie sort of keeper to learn after Schindler and then eventually take over him would be great. Because we have seen this guy make big saves in the last few episodes as well. But I do think part of our problem is him at the minute not particularly being great. Also like to say Zeno and Canner. Look, I said it when I signed Canner. I think his best role is in here, in the middle of the park. Yet again, limits to be going, you should play 4-3-3, but then you don't know what to do with Isaias. With that being said, and then it leaves Melbourne in a weird area. Look, there's probably going to be a time where we have to sign probably a big-name centre-back, or Inguez goes to centre-back, buy a big-name right-back, and then Canner moves into the middle part with Rovella, Isaias, and Canner and Melbourne. As much as we love him, he's not having a particularly good year this year. Compared to last year, we get goals, assists, you name it, in the 10. This year, he's been playing back a line, not particularly doing much. Look, still a very good player. Still love him to bits. I still think he's fantastic. Just needs to find some form. Does the Norwegian. Anyhow, let's get into it. Apparently, I've picked one substitute outside the squad. That's because I haven't done my bench from the Champions League game. You made the bench here too. Please note, Vinicius has been declining again. I will look to sell him or keep him in the 19s, but he's happy to be there. And we're just going to get in and see what we can do here in this game. We are going to go for it. I will say Inguez does not like playing in a system where he does go for it. He's more of a defensively minded wing back. But we'll see how it goes here. Look, I prefer to be on the front foot. Feel like if we're going to win one of these two games, it's this game against Monaco. Lastly, give the episode a like. Do follow the link down below. We're usually on stream. I'm actually about to have some dinner. Some leftovers. Been watching the cricket. It's my first game that I've played since watching the second half of the cricket today. Australia having a pretty good Boxing Day. Rolled South Africa. And Warner's still not out overnight. Would have been nice to see Kawaja not get out. But that's put me in a position here where first game back. Cheeky little YouTube episode. And see how we go. As well... Only I can be the slide. There's some chaos in the match engine, and Melbalai, who's not been in great form, goes back into the 10, and the first thing he does is he scores in the league, which is fantastic. I would have just loved to see a traditional goal here, but that's fine. Header, Melbalai, deflected, Bakayoko, keeper spills it, and somehow it falls to Melbalai out of 8 guys in the 6-yard box. The only guy that gets there is a striker. I'm not going to complain, but yeah, interesting. But we score our first chance. 5 shots free inside the first 10 minutes here, but we're struggling for the ball, which, to be fair, we're usually pretty good with the ball in the 4-2-3-1. But yet again, the 4-2-3-1 proving that it is a very, very, very good system when it's dominating this much against Paris 13, against Monaco. In the end, the 4-4-2 will provide its problems because it is 4-4-2, but at the moment, not too bad. Inguez, Melbalai, needs help, turns out, does well, needs someone with him. Finds long yellow. Still going long yellow. Can he whip one now? Dosu needs help. Long yellow does whip. Doesn't fall to anyone. And Calvert-Lewin's going to take it and they're going to go on the break, aren't they? From all that good areas and could have whipped the ball and coulda, shoulda, woulda, they're going to go against the run of play and go down the other end, aren't they? Here we go. Scott Olsen, backstick to Goverlin. They've got Calvert-Lewin in the box and he's too broken in the air. Saying that though, he has missed. You usually see Calvert-Lewin score, most times they're not. Highlight came out of nothing. We've dominated the half. We've now dominated the ball now. But apparently, not something to write home about just yet. 1-0 was good, but I'd love it to still be 1-0 when we do get into half-time. Inguez, Bakayoko, Roviella, needs options. Melbalai, good touch out. Isaias, Rovella, great ball out there to Bakayoko. Needs numbers in the box. Melbalai hits one through the keeper. This is why I like playing the 4-2-3-1 because this boy gets in his natural position in the 10 and he's next level in the 10. When he plays back of the line, you never see him do this. When he's in the 10, he's fantastic. And in the end, we lead 2-0 right on half-time here against Monaco. I do think we're going to see the 4-2-3-1 coming back for the foreseeable future, but the 4-3-3 is something we still will look to play. But there we are. We lead 2-0. Perfect on controlling possession. We'll say, prefer the advanced forward of Collie, so we might make that little change. In terms of that, the rest of the team ain't going to make a change here. Hector's having a bad game. I'm going to actually put him as a fullback on support. Start the second half. I'm going to just let him do what he needs to do here. I think Inguez. It's not the forward thinking, and I don't need both wing-backs bombing. From what I've seen in the match engine, they don't rip the ball in enough, so just let him... it's not like the old school days where wing-backs were the most important player, where they'll get through and they'll whip every ball and it'd be pinpoint. This year, I've just seen wing-backs not really do much. They get in the right areas, and then when they should whip it, they don't whip it. It's very rare they rip it. So, yeah, we'll do that. Anyway, Canna with the ball at feet. Good ball out there to long yellow. Dosu made a good run. Ignored twice. See where he should whip it now. He hasn't whipped it. Makes no sense. Finds Dosu. He whips it. Bakayoko. Any half-decent finish, and it's 3-0. Instead, he had it straight at Chao Enrique. Keeper was in no man's land. Should have been a goal. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, wasn't. Midfield having a good game. Canna having a good game. Roviella can whip a ball in. He's pretty good at this. Headed and wide from Zeno, I think. Time ticking away. We are going to make a change. Boriani is going to go up top. And I'm actually going to get Bakayoko out to the other side. I'm going to get Bessett on. Isaias also looking pretty dead. I'm actually going to get Canna into there. Canna's actually going to go in as a deep line playmaker there and defend and sit in a touch. Isaias has had a pretty good game. He's going to come off, and we are going to get in Yesba, I think. Ball goes long. Jonathan David. Headed. Great save. Need to get there somehow between wedge of forward and that. Schindler makes a superb save. Looked like a save anyway. 76 minutes played. Nguez looking dead. Sten's going to come out there on one side. Tosson's going to come out there on another. I'm actually going to go with a wing back on support, and I'm actually going to go to a wing back on defend. Slightly more time wasting, I think, as well. Everything else is going to stay the same. Get some fresh legs at the back. No, looks like the energy level's starting to drop. We've dominated the game. We deserve to win. That's a given. Time ticks away. That's a superb performance, boys. A clean sheet in the 4-2-3-1 does not happen too often as well. But it's a clean sheet. I'm very happy. Melbourne, man of the match. We've complained about him at the start of the episode. Bakayoko got an assist. Isaias got over a 7. Canna, Raviella look good again. Zeno getting a good match rating, which is nice. And yeah, Jorgensen and Tosin played, which is fine. Boriani didn't do much, but it wasn't the sort of game. I took him off just because Collie had a stinker. I'm happy with that. I'm very, 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 very happy with that. That's a win. It puts us above a Marseille with them having a game in hand. They play tomorrow. And, you know, we're 2 points clear. We're 6 points behind. We're 2 points clear with them, got a game in hand. We're 6 points clear of Lyon, and we're 6 points back with PSG. It's a very good spot to be in. See you guys in a second for the Marseille game. Hopefully, we can go into that one and see how well we can do. I think we will be playing 4-2-3-1 for that one as well. Welcome back, YouTube. Second game of the doubleheader. Marseille. We are live on stream, so links down below. They did win against Lorient 1-0 in the late kickoff. Look, 1 point the difference, 6 points clear of Lyon. Would be a big game to win. I said that the target would be 4 points out of these two, so a draw would be nice. But let's go see what we can do. In terms of the dynamics, you know, they're holding again, which is great. Got to line up unchanged. Why would we change? We're going to go out there in the 4-2-3-1. Only thing I have changed is I've moved Colin to the advanced forward. He's looked better as an advanced forward than a pressing forward of late, so go with that. Nguez is a wing back. Look, I don't think he has the ability to go forward. I do think there's a world where we do put him at centre back eventually, and then we move him somewhere else. But as him playing right now, full back on automatic is what I've gone with. You might be thinking, why automatic? He'll switch out of attack, support, and defend when needed. You know, he starts on support and then will switch on automatic. For those that don't know, automatic will switch automatically between defense, support, and attacking according to the mentality. So I'm positive it'll be support. If we move to attacking, he'll move on to attack. If we move into balance or defensive, he'll just sit back and defend. I don't mind that. It's a very old school. Back in the day, this automatic used to be the best, back like FM 15, 16. So going to see how that goes. Isaias looked good in the middle. Roviella's been fantastic. Mel Belai put him in the hole, scores a couple of goals. Dosu and Bakayoko, and then Collie up top and see what we can do there. He's got 14 goals this season, but yet again, the form's starting to wane, scored a couple, and then, yeah, I'm getting through the Sunderland save still. Nice, Berg. For those that don't know what Berg's referring to, my bright light save, FM19, unreal. Dan, good to see you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, mate. Got some socks, shower gel, deodorant. Mate, that's the perfect thing. What did I get for Christmas? I got an electric shaver because mine broke last week. So Mum actually bought it for me early so I could, you know, tidy up my beard and that for my non's funeral, which was the 2 days before Christmas, which was not great. You up to the mic? God invest Arsenal FA Cup final. What a go. Did you see me sign him for like 50k? It was like, actually, he was £500. We signed him for, I reckon basically the deal was, give me your best player because you're a pub team. We'll give you free booze for a year. We'll fill your keg and £500. How does that sound? And they were like, yep. That was a great signing. Great save. But yeah, I got an electric shaver, Dan, and then outside of that, I'm too old to do Christmas presents. You know, once you're 10 past 18, we don't particularly do presents. You know, we'll buy like chocolate or something like that, but not particularly a present. Nonetheless, still giving the $25 there. Now, they've got a good side. Marseille, Brendan Rodgers in charge. Iverson's is in goals as well. Dominguez, people will know. Gearson, people will know. Almoz Ali, I think, is the Qatari striker. That, you know, I actually expect him to do a bit better at the World Cup as well. Believe that is the same person I am thinking of. It is. Because he's actually pretty good on FM. And he's a natural finisher. But they've got a good side. Like, Dominguez would be looking good this time at save at 31. Yeah, he's not too bad. They actually signed one of the left-backs that I was looking at, and Adel Saglam, because he's physically great and has some ability to develop. So, but as a fringe player, probably not. I do have a guy, he's Argentinian, that I want to go for, but he doesn't want to leave. Look, folks, what we can do, unchanged, starting 11, well, it pumped Monaco. The 4-2-3-1 did work, so let's see how we go. It's an older Marseille side. Let's see how we go out here. I would take a point. If someone said, here's a point, I would take a point. 4 for reverse, 4-2-3-1. Early corner. Hieto. Cleared away by Zeno. Melbalai flicks on to no one in particular, so it's going to be them coming back with N'Galo. Good ball out there, the Hieto. He's got numbers in the box to whip it to. He does whip one. Yeah, he's good. Alamo's Ali. The curse of clicking on a player before the game starts equals goals. And there you go. Yeah, I hear you, Dan. Nonal had dementia too. In the end, though, 7 minutes played, 1-0. Good header. Great finish. 1-0 down. He's a good player, Asmo Ali. On FM, at least. Look, he had a pretty good Asian Cup a couple of years ago too. Anyway, Zeno not having a good game of it. Canna picks that one up. Melbalai. I worry about the back four. We don't have that proper centre-back. Like, he's really good in the air, and he's really good with his feet, and he's really good. That Virgil van Dijk sort of centre-back. I haven't been able to find a regen that's kind of like that yet, that wants to come to me. Ingles is as close as we've come, and he's not particularly that player anyway. So he is Bakayoko now. Good ball movement. Melbalai dropping in, and then thumps it all the way back to Schindler. Interesting. Zeno now on an early booking. Canna. Yes, he is. Canna, he's good with his feet. People dropping in. Raviello, one of them. Good ball out to Bakayoko, keeping that width. Now we'll look to come inside. Ingles getting beyond him. Could have played it to Ingles, ignored. Keeps going. Isaias. Good ball to Dosu. Long yellow. Please whip a ball. Does whip a ball. Collie fires wide. Still 1-0. And N'Golo. Van de Ven. Moves it out from the back. Back to N'Golo. Dominguez. This is one of my issues with the 4-2-3-1. You have one game where you dominate and one game where you concede early and, you know, it's nervy and they play out from the back really well, etc. Frendrup. Aspin. Good ball down the line to Gearson. That's a ball and a half there. Should be a goal. Might have been offside. He was offside. Offside was given. Yeah, they're looking very, very good. 2 box to bottom midfielders with DM with an advanced forward and 2 inside forwards. Nice. 30 minutes play. We've had more of the ball, but no real chances. Hopefully find one. Hopefully we find one. 40 minutes played. Zeno's had a stinker. Last gasp highlight. To end a half. Whose will it be? Schindler, Zeno. Ingles is with him. Finds him. Can bomb on here, Ingles. Needs help though. Good ball to Melbalai. Collie wants it. Collie screaming for it. Great ball from Ingles, and just like that, it's 1-1 right on half-time, and Collie scores. Pressing forward back in the day was fantastic. The last couple of years as a pressing forward in this 4-2-3-1, he falls off the park. As an advanced forward in the 4-3-3, he's been dynamite. And now put him to an advanced forward. Here we go. We'll just say Melbalai, playing as an 8, not particularly too much involved. Playing in the 10, 2 goals and an assist. He ain't bad, mate. He ain't bad. 1-1, probably deserved, judging by the stats there, that we've got what we needed. Zeno on that early booking. I don't particularly want to keep him out there either. Could move Isaias back there and then move one of the midfielders in, or I could go to Tossin. Might go to Tossin. I'm actually just going to limit him just to defend as well. He's not got great passing ability, so just go out there and defend. It's either that, I'll play Yesba back a line. Yesba could probably do a job back there too. Really, really, really rate Yesba. Or we move Isaias back there and then get Yesba into the ball-winning midfielder role. I'm going to leave it like that. I think Tossin, he's just been dropped by the Swiss national side. We actually did have a 12 mil bid on deadline day from him from Nuremberg, but considering I just loaned Diallo out, we need another centre-back. Didn't want to do that. But Zeno, yet again, having another stinker. It was up to the game. They actually think I should be playing Ingles in there and Isaias there. Oh, no, Ingles. Down to 10 men. First time we've seen him do anything of note. That's really bad. Down to 10 men. Isaias will go into here. I'm actually going to move Raviella in as a defensive midfielder there, and I'm going to get him as a deeper line playmaker on defend. Isaias is going to move into this automatic roll. Move it to that. Confirm that. We're down to 10 men. Big game. That's not what we want to see have happen. Shinola, Ravella, Canna. Might move actually into a very deep 4-3-2. That's what I'm thinking. But we'll wait and see what this highlight produces. And I'll tell you what, Colley's quick enough to get on that. Colley, mistake. We'll take it. We don't care how they come, we'll take it. It's a mistake. It's Colley. It's 2. In a big game in the league, a little bit of luck because we've copped a lot of match engine bullshit against us. So about time we cop something of note. Over here, Iverson does the right thing. Colley knows nothing about it. Just bumps into him and then, that's that's not what you want to see in the match engine. Colley's the legend of this save, pretty much. Time ticking away. I am going to move into that more defensively minded system, I think. Raviella's going to go on one side. I'm going to move that into that. I'm going to move into Wencher forward. And move it something like that. Deeper lying with a ball in midfielder. Yeah, that's fine. That's all okay. Youngello's actually going to go in there and be a bit more on a support role as well. Going to move us to balanced. I think what we are going to do is go a bit more direct. Don't work the ball to the box. Two advanced forwards. David Boriani will come in. Folks play down the right. Regroup. Hold shape. Distribute over the top. Into there. A bit more on the break. I think actually we'll do this. Do that. Do that. Ball winning midfielder. With a defensive midfielder. With a centre mid on attack. And get actually Ravella to help these two out. Don't focus play down there. Focus play down the middle. Hit an early cross if we do find one. Play for a set piece as well. Don't be more expressive. Pass ball into space. What I might do as well, and this might think a bit whatever, stay wider and stay wider. Main reason I want them both to stay wider is peel wide and provide an out ball. We've now got into a system where we're going to look to hold shop. And Dave Rodrigo Marquez is a goal machine. Yeah, it's sad what happens to him in that save. Without spoiling it. He was great. I loved him until his time came. Good ball through. David needs it. Gets it. Back to Wencher forward, whips one over the top, find Colley, onside, he hits the bar. We're that close. That close. Could you imagine the tactical change of moving the two up top in this system and then it's a goal? Oh boy, could you have imagined? That would have been perfect. Anyway, time ticking away here. Set piece. Asbin goes for goal, hits the bar, it's over the bar. That's okay. We're going to move the instruction here to time waste sometime now. And there we go. Time ticking away. With time ticking away, we've now got one substitution left. Sten will come in for Isaias, I think. I'm going to get him to go as a fullback on defend. You're not moving now. Boriani. Just going to get him to run channels. That's all I'm going to get him to do. You've got good speed, just run channels. He's not out there for match rating right now, Boriani. Tossing, don't lose it. If this is a highlight because I'm trying to bring on a right back, I'm going to be livid. Boriani flicks on. Roviella nearly got there, was offside. That's fine. Get your shape. Get your shape. We're 4 minutes away if we can hold on. I don't know. Look, we might find one over the top though. You never know. When's your forward? Canna. I don't mind if you thump one here. Boriani last man. Just do it. Fires one in the Colley. It's got to fall to him. Longello does well. It falls to him. Don't mind that. Look, it was the right idea. He's thumped one in the Colley. If Colley's a bit stronger, he holds on there. Errol Saglama whips one. Headed away, but only as far as Hietor. Chips one in the thing. Long yellow heads away, only as far as he had to. Whips one back stick. Asmo and Ali gets it away from well done Sten, the young centre back. In there again. Canna. Roviella. Fucks one looking for Collie. Flicks on to no one in particular. Rovella falls back to him again. This feels like a goal for them. They've had the ball for too long. Asmo and Ali fires well wide. Apparently it was a deflection. Last minute corner. He had to ball in, cleared away. Is there a whistle, referee? There isn't a whistle. Gearson with a chance. Blocked. Boriani clears. Whistle, referee. He's keeping it going. Long yellow could have left it for a goal kick. Heads it away. Went to forward. Finds it. Down the line, Collie wants it. Ignored. Collie now picks one up when he has people on him. Game still not over. We're 50 seconds over now. Is there gonna be a whistle here, ref? Have you lost your whistle? Have you lost your marbles? Ball in the box. Sten was alert. Collie thumps away. Boriani now. They win it back again. Referee, where is your whistle? There it is. Come on. Get lucky. Down to 10 men. But we get lucky, we hold on, and that's a big win in the context of this year. We jump Marseille in the third. 2 big wins. We beat second and third to put us right in this hunt. And there we go. I'm over the moon with that. No, we did not play well, but we did win, and that's all that matters. We are, as you can see there, 2 points behind Atletico Madrid with Atletico Madrid, Monaco. PSG are 6 points clear with a game in hand. 3 points clear with a game in hand. But look, that's a great performance. Lyon do have a game in hand. Montpellier have a game in hand as well. But if they both weren't to win, that would be nice. And there we go. That is great. Look, fine. Yeah, it was not nice. It was a bad tackle. Collie scores again. Apparently declining. Even though he's now been 15 goals and 14 appearances this year. Only scored 1 goal in the Champions League, though. Now, next episode. That is a good question. We got a really tough draw in the Cup, and for those that don't know, we haven't made it to the semi-final of the Cup yet. Dijon are having a very good year. Next episode will be the conclusion of the Champions League, I do feel. We do have an outside shot of making it in here. We're currently on 9 points, 5 games played. You can see that there is some teams in and around there as well. We do play Napoli as one of those games. We've got Benfica away and Napoli. That's going to be the next episode. Doubleheader there. Sandwich in between that's OJ Nice, which is not nice because that's a big game in the league. And then we've actually got OJ Nice, Lyon, and PSG in a row. Yeah, ouch. But what I will say, good performance, good run of form. The 4-2-3-1 seems to be back. You know, apart from the game against Fenerbahce where I went 4-3-3 because I wanted to be more defensively solid in a Champions League game. The 4-2-3-1's 4 league games in, 4 wins. Is it time to switch back to it? It might be. See you guys next time. Thank you and goodbye.